robbery. A girl's best friend can make a lot of money. Gold, diamonds, money. I need to see Ferrari. We are a VIP. You're just a wannabe. Gold, diamonds, money. I need to see Ferrari. A girl's best friend can make a lot of money. I want to keep it dirty, keep it dirty, keep it dirty, 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 dirty baseline.
Alright, hello. We're going to be starting in a few, just getting everything in order as usual, so stick around, listen to this tune, and I'll be right back.
Snare drum. What's up now, motherfucker? Bitches. I need to see Ferrari. A girl's best friend can make a lot of money. Gold, diamonds, money. I need to see Ferrari. We are a VIP. You're just a wannabe. Gold, diamonds, money. I need to see Ferrari. A girl's best friend can make a lot of money. I want to keep it dirty, keep it dirty, keep it dirty, 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 dirty face. What's up now, motherfucker? Bitchy.
Yeah, it's down. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see if we can resolve this real quick.
What's up now, motherfucker?
Okay, if all else doesn't suffice, then it turns. So it should come as no surprise that we will be continuing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Oh, let's see here. That says it's still trying to connect, but I don't see anything. We might just have to forego it and, you know, just continue on. It is what it is, after all. Bumping into things. Okay, so let me get that booted. And there it is. Open. Time to get very annoyed at the lack of logic, I guess we could say. Are you kidding me? Like, everything is bumping into it. Oh, come on. Stop it. Okay, yeah, you're gonna be annoying. I get it. Hold on. We'll increase the threshold a bit. That should... I mean... What the hell? Come on. Do I have to increase it more? Yeah. Oh, God. Wait, why is nothing... Hold on. What happened to me? Where am I at? Am I missing? I'm missing. What the hell is happening right now? What are we doing? Are you functioning? Ooh. Not completely. Okay, there we go. Oh, for the most part, well, I'm here. Okay, now we're here. Now can we actually get this to show? Let's see. Where are you? I need to go to here and select you, and then it works. Yeah, okay. God damn it. Everything is going wrong today. That's what happens when you take a day off. Okay. There, for the most part. There we go. Good enough. Now we can continue. Gods. Actually, hold on. I can decrease this a bit. That seems a bit too loud. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. So, you were the person who stole the crown. Did you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night? One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast. The man who died. He was a friend of mine. Oh. That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night? Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking? Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps its steam engine What is your reasoning here with that comment? I don't get it. Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed if that had happened. Miss Pavlova, is there anything else you can tell us? I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done and whether they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me. Oh, I see. 100% positive that you're lying, but, you know. You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet. Yes. I am travelling to Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will start a new life. You wish to forget? A challenging proposition? When you have that striking tiara as a reminder. But the tiara is mine. I need it to live. What? In what metaphor? Like to sell it to make money? Is that what you mean? Yeah, okay. I have no money of my own. The Novovich Ballet gives us only a little food and water, and we must dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me. So you ran away to protect yourself? Yes. And the crew of this ship, they have all been kind to me. They let me come on board, and they said I could hide in this cabin. But I'm not too happy with that. Let me adjust this here. If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova, it creates a most intriguing conundrum. Okay. Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo? Me? Well, yes, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation to what conundrum. I'm not sure, but... Oh, okay. Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. However, the SS Burya stopped by no port last night. Oh, that's it, of course. So how is it, pray, that you came to be aboard? Now that I think about it, the crewmen outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupant of this cabin came aboard. Oh yeah, you're correct, so she was a stowaway as well. If that's the case, do you think that may be... Well then the reason... Okay, so the murder happened in the same cabin, which would imply that the killer had to be inside the cabin. So do you think that maybe he found out who she was based off of the newspaper? It was like, hey, you know what? Why don't you come to my room? I'm going to show you something. And then he was going to maybe show her me, quote unquote, air quotes. But instead she got scared because she had that stolen stuff, and I guess whatever is in the bag. And then she clocked him, killed him off, right then and there. I mean, she was scared. I could see that happening. It would make sense. Yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something. An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage. Because, well, okay, so the three most common things that people kill for: sex, drugs, and, what's the other thing? Sex, drugs, and something else. Money. Yeah, sex, drugs, and money. That's all it is. So, it's gonna be money in this case. I mean, unless she gets down and dirty, who knows? But, that would be the most likely scenario, is money. Sorry, what was that? It is how the Russian newspapers described one of my performances. And that is how I came here too. I descended from the heavens because I'm an angel. I'm sorry. Okay, let's add a fourth to that. Mental illness in this world seems to be very common, so that could be a thing as well, is that, you know, people kill because mental illness. Specifically for her case. Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid. Mr. Shelms once said, I never can resist a touch of the dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same. A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to detection, words once said about myself. A quote from a wonderfully extravagant advertisement for the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, in fact. Yes, Mr. Showy. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened. No, not that! Can we skip all this? Oh, come on. There's no skip button. Oh, maybe there is. You just hold escape. Why are you not working all of a sudden? Oh, you work. Wait, what? No, back. So the friend you mentioned is inside a travelling case, is that right? I don't think animals are allowed on board, according to the rules of passage. Oh, please, don't tell. Don't tell any of the crew. If they found my precious, then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt. So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes. But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it? I swear to God, if this is a snake, then this is way too much like the original book this is from. Maybe an adorable little rabbit. Huh, you credit Russia as a land with small rabbits, do you? Oh. Don't they have small rabbits there, then? You may well ask. I have no idea. Wait, what do you mean you have no idea? I thought you're from... Well, you're not actually from London. Where are you from? Are you a Japanese cosplayer? Is that what it is? You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerinas, friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken. What? Why would it be a chicken? I don't get him. Really? Am I real? Hold on. Yeah, I have a pulse. Wait. Oh shit, hold on. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, yeah, I have the pulse. I'm real. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs, and when adversity strikes, it can satisfy the needs of sustenance. Am I sure? 25% sure. Yeah. Well, it would appear this friend's identity is a closely guarded secret not to be revealed. She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. This wouldn't be the first time I'm hallucinating on stream, so... yeah, it's fine. Also, hey up, welcome in. Okay, so that was every conversation with her. Wait, do I have to present something? Would there be anything worth showing her? He wrote her name in actual Russian, I think. Oh, what was that? Rat, thank you very much for the follow. Let's see, paper seal. Let's stick this over the door's zap. I don't know what to do here. I'm pretty sure I checked everything, but will he actually let me look? You too. Take care. Can we look at this? Don't touch. What? I will tell you what I know about last night, but please, you must not touch my things. How do you say, forbid it. Oh, sorry. As well as you should be, young man. What vulgar manners you have. Poking around in a young lady's private belongings. Neither shall I allow it. A hypocrite, okay. I'm pretty sure that's going to end up being a snake, like in the original story that this is from. Do we even have post-mortem? No, we don't have a post-mortem. Damn. Is there anything else I can look at? Is there anything over here? Wait, how do you look around? Oh, we already looked at you. Let me in your bag. So what? I wonder. How do you react to this? I don't know. I don't know anything. You're frightening a poor girl, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah. How convenient for you. Can't really do much else with that. That's not going to do anything. She's just going to play dumb. What else do we need to do here? You didn't say anything, did you? Anything useful? We're just talking about your pet. And then it's us guessing, being incorrect, because all these characters are dumb. What is there to show her? I'll try that. Maybe? I don't remember what the entries were in the journal, but... This is the diary of my friend who passed away. His diary? Yes, and he wrote in that last night before he died. Something a little unusual, it reads. 1:23 AM, I can hear a faint whistling sound. And then a few minutes later, 1:35 AM, what looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band? I don't understand. It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentions joins to this cabin, you see. Oh, okay, that makes sense, actually. It's up there on the wall. In other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together. Oh. Miss Pavlova, has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean anything to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps? No. I don't know anything. Oh. That it does. Never gonna stop until it ends. Excuse me, Mr. Roylott. Yes? What? Wow, she's fast. Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to Captain's quarters at once, please. Alright, I will come now. What? You must leave, now. Oh no, it's fine, don't mind us. Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylott. Get out. The passenger sat out. Or you want me to throw you out? Ugh, looks like we'll have to leave investigating this cabin until later. Hey up, welcome in you two. And so we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, We were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside. 100% positive that she did it. I wish we hadn't been thrown out like that. I wish we managed to find some clue as to what that speckled band might be. We didn't manage to investigate at all. And I imagine that we won't be able to for a while longer. We'll never get past that sailor guarding the door. He's clearly glaring at us as if to say, don't even think about it. Oh, wait a minute. What is it? Well, what happened to our great detective friend? Where did he go? Oh, yes, he's completely disappeared. When did he do that? He slipped away as quietly as the wind, but not before ensuring these were securely back on my wrist. I mean, there isn't anything else here. We can't converse with the big burly man. Unless there's something more, but... Well, maybe we can look at you now. Never mind. It's all the same. Your accommodation is confined to the wardrobe inside the cabin. You know how to make a stowaway feel small, don't you? As small as the wardrobe I've been calling home. Anyway, I wonder if Inspector Hosonaga has managed to uncover any new clues. That's right, he was around, wasn't he? Yes, we should probably find him and ask. Oh wait, no, don't click. No, just open the damn door. Back. It looks like they're still investigating in here. Yes, on that subject, I wonder if Inspector Hosonaga is unscathed. What do you mean, unscathed? Surely you haven't forgotten, have you, Naruhodo-san? Don't you remember what he said about allowing you out of this cabin to investigate? He was going to talk to the captain about it. He said he'd lay his life on the line for you. Oh, yes. But I'm sure he was exaggerating. Let's see what he has to say for himself. He might have some new information for us. We never know. But there's nothing else here. What the hell do I do? Oh! Shit, there you is. Hold on, do you not... Yeah, okay. Seems about right. Oh, you're back. Inspector, what happened to you? Your face is... Please, don't worry about it. They're just scratches. He sounds like the victim of abuse. Don't worry. I just fell into the door. It's fine. Made by a bear, maybe. When I told the captain that I'd given you permission to investigate, he told me he'd pummel me with his fist and then toss me overboard. What? But the pummeling was over in a flash, and he must have decided against throwing me overboard. So it was nothing, really. It looks like he wasn't joking when he said he'd lay his life on the line if he had to. Well, thanks to your efforts, we now know a little bit about the neighbouring cabin. Yes, so I understand. Oh. I bumped into a man claiming to be a great detective a little while ago. I think his name was something like Airlock Sholmes. I don't think he was German, though. Oh, that explains it. Shall we compare notes, then? We can tell you what we've found together, or found out. Yeah, whatever. Yes, let's do it. What? Nikolina Pavlova? She's in the cabin next door. Oh, do you know who she is? Please. What self-respecting ballet fan wouldn't know that graceful ain't? Sir, just come out of the closet. Do it. Do it for me, please. It's not actually tuberculosis. It's AIDS. That's all it is. It's fine. Well, that tells us the neighbouring cabin is unrelated to the case, at least. Oh? How? Because angels don't go around committing crimes, do they? You're jumping to conclusions a little too early. I'm pretty positive it's going to be her. Inspector has your investigation in here provided fruitful. If I'm honest, there's very little more I can do. Our duty is to make sure the scene isn't disturbed, ready to hand over to the Hong Kong police. Okay. Okay. Touche. Touche. You get one. That was your one. I'm gonna mark it down on your permanent record, okay? That was your one. You got it. Oh, I see. Ah, there is one thing. I do have a small piece of new information for you. Oh? What? Yes, do tell us, Inspector, please. What is this new information you have, Inspector? Is this... The Burial's medical officer has finished his examination of the body. I managed to obtain the report. Oh, Kazuma's post-mortem report. Kazuma-sama. So, what was the cause of death? Damage to the cervical vertebrae is what's written in the report. So it wasn't a snake bite, but he saw a snake. Much like the original story. So when does the snake come into play? He saw it come out of the ventilator hole there. His neck was broken. Yes, it would seem so. There were no obvious wounds or other signs of injury, so at first I think they were considering poison. But it turns out they found no trace of poison in his system at all. Well, what weapon was used then? Nothing has been found as yet, but the fact that there is no signs of the wound suggests it may have been a blunt object, something that would leave a mark. Oh, I see. It can't be that statue, because that statue would leave a mark. Anything in here? Well, there's that broken bottle. Could be the bottle. Or the body's nerves run through the spine to the brain. A strong enough impact to the neck could induce death. It is a possibility, and no obvious wound would be left. Poor Kazuma-sama. I have a second copy of the report. If it might be useful, you're welcome to have it. Really? Are you sure? Yes, it's fine. I trust you. After all, if I didn't trust you, I'd never have agreed to you leaving this cabin in the first place, would I? Well... No traces of external injury or poison is what I glanced. Just to confirm. Sometime between 1 AM and a little past 2 AM. Damage to the cervical vertebrae resulting in instant death. Neck was almost certainly broken as a result of a striking blow to the area. No obvious external injuries or traces of poison. So perhaps what happened is that he saw the snake, didn't think it was a snake, obviously, called it a speckled band, wrote about it, and decided to investigate for himself to see who was living next door. He found out that there was nobody in the actual record of the ship in that room, so found out that we have another stowaway, and was like, hey, maybe you should come over to my room. I have something to show you. And then he was going to show my character, but I guess she might have been scared because she stole a very expensive piece of jewelry, and she killed him for it. I think it makes sense. Oh, Mr. Jones was here, was he? Yes, he seemed to be enjoying himself a little too much as he crept about on the floor investigating. Sounds about right. But then he suddenly left. I suppose he must have become bored. Did he say anything at all? Actually, now you mention it, yes. Just one thing, but he practically shouted it. It's shoe polish, was all he said. It what? It was when he was over there, by the piece of broken glass, do you see? Ah, perhaps he was talking about this brick-coloured mark, do you think? Ah, yes, that must be it. But how could Mr. Sholmes know that it's shoe polish? Well, that leaves me cold, I'm afraid. I have no idea. What is it, Susato-san? Well, Kazuma-sama was wearing leather shoes with a very dark tan hue. Dark tan? A sort of dark brownish red, then. Yes, a little like the colour of red wine, but darker. I often repaired them for him. Oh, does this mean that this mark was made by the polish on Kazuma's shoe as they scuffed on the floor? So if that is a drag mark... Is it going towards or away? I would assume that's going away in the little small image, but there, they're going away from the body. The skid marks don't get bigger. They get smaller the further away they are, or at least when there's less pressure on the ground. That's really all I can tell you at this stage. I should return to my post, but my fellow crewman's eyes are boring into the back of my head. Yes, that might be for the best. Thank you. Clean up your damn TV, my guy. You look exhausted. Oh, no, well... I feel terrible that I failed to protect the Sogi-san. It was my responsibility. Of course, my pain is nothing compared to yours. You were his friends. The truth is, I seem to have had a heavy head ever since I woke this morning. A heavy head? That's interesting. My head's still throbbing too. Yeah, there was that bit, wasn't there? I'm pretty sure we're not bitten by any snakes. So what would cause the headache? It could just be because they're not used to being on the sea. That's pretty common, actually. Here we got more info if we look at you. It really is such a beautiful colour, this glass. It looks like whatever it was has broken clean in two, but the other half is nowhere to be seen. And then there's the brick-coloured mark, which is shoe polish according to that great detective you seem to know all about. I suppose it must be from Kazuma-sama's shoes. Maybe. But what I'd like to know is, how can the detective be so sure it's shoe polish and not something else? Because he's a great detective, of course. Stop. Stop it. Knock it off. He is not great. He's terrible. That's hardly a reason, is it? So it's clear that these letters were written with the ink that was somehow spilt on the floor. And they spell Russian word for wardrobe. It does seem to be an unambiguous pointer to you, Naruhodo-san, as you were sleeping in there. But to be truly ambiguous, it should have just spelt out my name, don't you think? Well, either way, one fact remains. It's hard to imagine that Kazuma-sama would have written his last words, or word, in Russian. Which begs the question of what did he write? Yeah, with all of these Russian people, they don't seem to really help you out very much. This is where Kazuma spent his final moments writing his diary. I can hear faint whistling sound. What looks like some sort of speckled band. That's 10 minutes after 1:25. Looking at his writing here on this page, it's almost impossible to believe that he's gone. Kazuma-sama left us a valuable clue in these words, I'm sure of it. We have to solve this mystery, Naruhodo-san. We will. But there was a whistling sound. You, where did you go? Oh, sorry. I just went to the next door cabin to investigate. Why would you... Who gave you permission for this? Oh, well, Seaman Hosinaga did. That new Japanese, was it? Later, I will roll him into a ball and throw him in cold room. Wow. Okay, common. Maybe he's gone back to guarding the door. Okay. I hope Inspector Hosinaga doesn't find himself in too much of trouble on our account. He's really gone out of his way to help us, hasn't he? When we get back to Japan, we'll have to take him for a steak at Le Carnival. That could be a very long time from now, Naruhodo-san. He'll be dead by then. Tuberculosis is a bitch. We can't pull you. There doesn't seem to be anything around here that could cause a whistle. There's nothing else to touch or look at. Oh, never mind. All the books provided for passengers occupying this cabin, neatly arranged on the shelf. They were all over the place when we first looked around, if you remember. Oh yes, and you tidied them up, didn't you? Messed with the crime scene. You have to look after the ship's property. Unruly behaviour in the cabins leads to damage. But it really wasn't me who knocked them over. Well, anyway, I feel much better now that they're neatly lined up. I can't relax when things are untidy. Have you looked at the rest of the room? It's all fucked up. And you're not cleaning that up. Maybe she's the killer. These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Burya. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in the cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. So by bringing her pet on board, Miss Pavlova has broken the rules. She called it her friend, didn't she? Yes, although we don't know what form this friend takes as yet. I'm almost certain that whatever it is, it's inside the travelling case in a cabin. A friend. There's more to this than it seems, I think. What kind of pet would whistle? Or makes a whistling noise? Because a snake is not a whistle, that's a hiss. So this ventilator joins to Miss Pavlova's cabin. Yes, that's right. And just a few minutes before he died, Kazuma saw something emerging from the speckled band, as he described it. If only Miss Pavlova had been able to shed some light on it, but she seemed as baffled as we were. No, she seemed like she was shutting the fuck up, is what she was doing. I'm not sure. I know most people aboard would say the same about me, but there was something about that woman that didn't sit right with me. There's nothing else. That's it. Nothing. I'm not sure what to do now. Unless we can move. Nah. Look, Naruhodo-san. Seaman Stroganov is gone. Strong enough? The burly Russian sailor who's always crossing his arms and glaring at us. All these Russian names are impossible to remember. Tra-la-la. Did you hear that? It sounded like someone singing. Tra-la-la, lira-lira-lay. I did it the great detective way. Oh my god. I hate you. There's caroling. I know that lark-like voice. Well, never mind that now. This is a golden opportunity for us. Yes, you're right. We must seize it. Who's gonna be in there? Let's get inside Miss Pavlova's cabin while we can and investigate. Definitely. Before that stringy knot crewman comes back. It's Stroganoff, not stringy knot. Tomato, tomato, whatever, it's all the same. Miss Pavlova isn't back yet. Sato-san. Oh, where's she gone? Hey, what are you doing? Those are her private things. There's not a moment to waste, Naruhodo-san. We must investigate as quickly as we can. Not wrong. I suppose you're right for Kazuma's sake. Not just for Kazuma-sama. What do you mean? It can't be long now until we arrive at port in Hong Kong. I don't want you to be in those handcuffs when we get there. Really? We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san. By ourselves if we have to. Yes, we will. What's so special about Hong Kong? Oh my, Miss Pavlova's case is open. It's completely empty inside. But according to the Great Detective's great deduction, she was hiding her special friend in there. Yes, a friend that she had to keep secret. Because you're not allowed to bring animals aboard the SS Burrier. I wonder what kind of animal she had in there. More to the point, where is it now? Are you there? Sorry? I'm right here, yes. Why? Oh, good. I thought you might have climbed into the wardrobe when I wasn't... what the... What? Believe me, I don't have any some strange compulsion to jump inside every wardrobe I see, you know. Well, anyway, I'm not sure anyone could fit inside this one. It's full of beautiful outfits. I suppose they're all stage costumes. I was rather hoping we might find Miss Pavlova's friend hiding in there, but no such luck. So this ventilator connects to Kazuma's cabin next door. Yes, although what a fool a shipbuilder must be to open a ventilator into another room. Maybe. It's so that if there's a gas leak next door, the occupant of this cabin would notice and raise the alarm. All of the occupants of both cabins would die of gas poisoning. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Anyway, last night Kazuma wrote that he saw a speckled band coming out of this ventilator. And you're not going to try to climb up on your tippy toes to see if there's anything hiding in there? Like maybe a snake skin? Perhaps? There's one of these next to the bed in Kazuma's cabin too. Yes, it's a bell cord. I can't resist. Well, it's not a whistle. She barely hesitated there, and she gave it a good tug, too. No, I didn't actually expect anyone to come. We don't want them to. We're trying to investigate in secret. This cabin door has the same simple sort of bolted latch that our cabin door has. If the bolt's drawn across, there's no way anybody could enter the cabin from outside. Yes, it's not a particularly heavy-duty bolt, is it? But still, I wouldn't slide across of its own accord, would it? No, and the door's made of metal, so there's no chance of trickery using magnets to unbolt it from the outside. And it seals up perfectly, too, to stop any seawater coming in. So you couldn't use the method you told me of passing a thread through the crack around the closed door, either. I seem to know a lot of tricks for opening doors. I'm starting to see why they suspect me. Oh yes, they're displayed in this cabin too, look. Rules of passage, passion, blah 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 blah. Yes, okay. We know what it says, you don't have to read it out loud each and every goddamn time. Okay, I suppose Miss Pavlova realised that she needed to keep the contents of the case a secret after she read this. This special friend, I mean. I wonder where her friend disappeared to now. It's probably having fun exploring the ship, I imagine. I just hope Seaman Stroganoff doesn't find it and throw it overboard. Yes, so do I. All the books have toppled over together. Look, every single one. Do you think that's a god of the sea, perhaps? He's toppled too, though. It's exactly the same as the bookcase next door. And Cosmo's cabin. Perhaps. Perhaps Miss Pavlova was practicing a difficult ballet pose and fell against the bookcase. I don't know. Would she really be practicing ballet on the same night she ran away from her ballet company? Alright then. It must have been you. You lost your temper and knocked them all over in a fit of rage. Not everything bad that happens on this ship is because of me, you know. Well, anyway, I'll set them all straight again here too. I don't like seeing anything in disarray. This woman is dense. Yeah, let's put everything back the way it should be, so that way, when she comes back, she'll notice something changed. I suppose every cabin has a waste paper basket. Shall we have a little look and see what's been thrown away? Naruhodo-san, it's poor etiquette to go Shut up! Shut up. You're dumb. However, these are special circumstances, I think. Exactly, we have no choice. God. Right, can't, I swear to God. There's hardly anything in here at all. Oh, well, that's a little disappointing. I wonder what this little saucer is doing on the floor. Yes, it doesn't look like it's been dropped. Or like it was put there deliberately. Ah, do you think there could be a leak? I'm having an existential crisis right now. Why would you... So you know that she has a pet hiding in here, somewhere. You see a saucer on the floor, and your brain immediately thinks, oh, maybe there's a leak in the roof. We're on a lower deck. How is there a leak? I swear. I hate it here. Is this ship quite safe? Oh, I hate you so much. I'm sure that even if there's a little leak in the roof, it doesn't mean the whole ship is going to sink. No, you're right. Of course you're right. She's really trying to persuade herself, isn't she? Now, just a few books on the desk, nothing else, by the looks of it. Well, Miss Pavlova only ran away from the ballet last night. She hardly occupied this cabin for any time at all. It's true. I wonder what kind of books she likes to read. Let me see. Yes, I see. It would seem that Miss Pavlova enjoys reading. Books written in Russian. Thanks. I think I probably already knew that. It's rude to ask too much of people, Naruhodo-san. Kindly remember that. I wasn't asking you to look at the damn books now, was I? It would seem this teapot is empty. So the natural conclusion is that the Russians are very thirsty people. Or because Miss Pavlova only came into this cabin last night, she hasn't had the chance to make any tea yet. I mean, it could be either. It's definitely that they're excessively thirsty. I'd lay 1,000 to 1 on it. You're rather obstinate, aren't you, Naruhodo-san? There's nothing else here. Okay. Move. pretty sure I did everything here. Miss Pavlova's cabin. This could be our chance. What? The burly sailor doesn't appear to be around at the moment. We could investigate every last inch of that cabin. I'm not sure if we could go that far, but we could certainly do with looking around more. I'm sure we could learn something. Okay. Oh! There you is. Oh, it's Mr. Sholmes, look! Wow, you never know where he's going to turn up next, do you? He seems to be stealing a look at something as he sings to himself. Do you think he hasn't noticed us? Or he's simply in extreme high spirits? Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when the yard bit off more than it could chew. And through it all, when there was doubt, its lucky hairlock was about. Excuse me. I solved it all and I stood tall. I did it the great detective way. Mr. Sholmes. What is it? You want to fight? You fucking dense. Honestly, interrupting a fellow who's singing. And I was about to reach the climactic finish. Sorry, I thought you never were going to stop, so I figured now was a good time as any. I very nearly dropped you to the floor with one of my famous right hooks. Alright, I get the picture. Now could you put those fists away? Mr. Sholmes, you seem to be examining something before we interrupted you. Ah, yes, that. I was immersed in study of the ship's log as penned by the stockily built crewman who's usually on guard here. Oh, yes, the ship's log. And did you find out anything useful from it? Well, after 2 AM this morning, the majority of the entries are blank, which means that there was nothing to report. Nothing of note happened, so... You truly are a student from the land of the rising sun. You've been utterly blinded by it. Sorry? Your logic, my boy, is inverted. Whatever you do mean, Mr. Sholmes. Observe the other pages and all shall become clear. It would seem the same crewman oft stands sentry in this first-class passageway, and he has an almost religious practice of recording nothing to report every half hour. Oh, he writes that in every 30 minutes. Nothing to report. Precisely. Put simply, the seaman writes nothing to report when there's just that. And yet, the ship's log from last night is largely blank. He didn't even write nothing to report. Do you mean... Yes, there were circumstances afoot last night which led to the seaman being absent from his post. What kind... What do you mean, what kind of circumstances? You're dumb as hell. Shut your mouth. That remains a mystery. What do you mean it remains a mystery for now? I think it's easy to jump to the conclusion that there was a damn murder. So significant that it caused the seaman to forget this regular habit ascribing nothing to report in the log. These are important details. I would stake my life on it. You must log the ship's log in your mental file. Okay. Now that deduction was worthy of a great detective. Ah, you're starting to understand what my way is, I see. What makes Sholmes Sholmes? Brilliance. Yeah, definitely not brilliance. But a lack that, well... a small amount of clarity that occurs every once in a while. We'll say that. Ooh, ouch. What is it? Are you hurt? Oh, don't worry yourself. I seem to be afflicted with a throbbing head this morning for some reason. Nothing more. Well, my friends, until our next encounter. He's still singing to himself. I can hear it as he wanders off down the passageway. Is something wrong, Susato-san? You seem lost in thought. It's just... well, I feel the same. Sorry. Ever since I woke this morning, I've had something of a headache. A sort of continuous throbbing. Oh, you too? I wonder... That door leads to the second class area. It's locked. I can't open it. No, well, that stands to reason. No one wants to let the murderer escape. Gosh, she gave me a very stern look when she said that. I mean, that's everything. Oh, okay. What's that? Hey, yo? Shut down the engines immediately. Vessel sighted a quarter mile 4. Full stop. Hard to starboard. All hands brace for impact. What the? I think we're about to crash into another ship. What? Oh, I can't stand. It's Susato-san. Hold on to me. Whoa, okay. Are you alright? Are you injured at all? I think I'm fine. Thank you, Naruhodo-san. Yeah, the other website seems to not be working very well. I'm just going to disconnect from that one. It keeps connecting and disconnecting. I think... yes, the ship has come to a stop. Oh my goodness, what about you, Naruhodo-san? Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. Hello, is anybody in there? Shout if you need assistance. Oh, that sounds like... Inspector Hosonaga. Is that you in there, Naruhodo-san? Unbolt the door, quickly. What? The bolt? Look at that. The door's bolted. Did you do that, Susato-san? No, I didn't touch it. Well, that's strange. How did... and... look at all the books! Nah. I'd better tidy this place up first. What? Why? Our violent emergency stop had solved one mystery at least, in a very vivid way. But I knew that what awaited us on the other side of the cabin door would not be pleasant. I hurried around tidying up the cabin with a new sense of foreboding in my heart. Somehow, the door to the cabin we were in ended up bolted after we made an emergency stop. Susato-san took a deep breath, then gently slid back the bolt. You, what are you doing in Miss Pavlova's quarters? Ah, you both look unhurt. Good. Yes, we were fine. Thank you. What on earth happened? We heard something about how we were going to collide with another ship. Yes, it appears to have been a false report, though. Oh, how did that happen? There's a dense fog outside, so it's extremely difficult to see. Someone must have thought we saw a ship ahead. This person obviously triggered the alarm, and that's why we made an emergency stop. Everything is chaos. Passengers are screaming, crew are running everywhere. The first class area is the only quiet part of the ship at the moment. Oh, I see. Someone triggered the alarm. Does that mean that someone pressed that button outside? You wicked intruder, joust all in black. You are the devil. Sorry, me? I've been called a lot of things before, but devil is a first. You opened my travelling case. How could you? What? No, we didn't touch it. That's right, Miss Pavlova. It was already open when we came into your cabin. Inspector. Yes? Arrest this man. I know he did it. He is a criminal. It is not enough that he has killed a man. Oh, and he is stowaway as well. If Vixen promises not to steal chicken, do you believe? What? Take him away. He's a trespasser as well as everything else. Stowing away, trespassing, killing. He's right, you are devil. It doesn't look good, does it? There is cell below deck. Throw him in. Tomorrow we dock in Hong Kong. Then we give you straight to police. Oh, that's why. Yeah, okay. Wait, a cell? Please, Inspector Hosonaga, is there nothing you can do? This is a Russian vessel. I really have no jurisdiction here. After my last effort to appeal to the captain's good nature, I think I'm out of options. This is terrible. This is a real crisis. I've got to find a solution. Immediately. I just need to keep calm and focus on the task at hand, which is investigating. Don't touch my things! You want me to show you where crawfish hibernates? Dude, why the fuck did you throw... Wow, everyone's attacking me. And I was just starting to think she was my friend. No, she's a con. Miss Pavlova, can I... Get out! Listen, I'm sorry that we snuck in here without your permission, but... Get out now! We just needed to investigate in here to help understand... Sorry? Oh, it's no use. She's not going to listen. I need to find someone who will. You know what? Look, other thing. Not that. Present. Oh, fuck, we can't present. Oh, court record. We can't present it. Oh, that's ridiculous. You've got yourself into a difficult situation here. By entering this cabin uninvited, I mean. Sorry, I was just so desperate to find a clue. I'm afraid there's really nothing more I can do to help you. If I push my luck any further, a punch to the face will be the least of my worries. I'm really sorry. I have to take responsibility for giving you the freedom to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin. Now this has happened, I'll have to report to the captain at once. I really need some help here. I need a savior to rescue me from this crisis. Please, just give me a little more time. I do nothing for you, except show you way to ship's prison cell. Thanks, but no thanks. But I'm innocent. I didn't kill anyone. And trespassing and stowing away? Well, you know, sometimes life can lead you down some unusual avenues, and well, enough. You are guilty. Ship cell is only place fit for you. Come on, there has to be someone, some savior to rescue me from this crisis. What do you want me to do here? Oh. Oh, come on. What the? What are you doing up there? Mr. Sholmes. Naturally, I was analysing what a weight of 20,000 rubles feels like on one's head. Have I not told you that as a detective it is my business to know what other people do not? This isn't mere tomfoolery, my boy. Oh, no, no. Well, why are you hanging from that hook before then? Isn't it obvious? To properly assess the weight of 20,000 rubles, naturally. I wish to determine if it would bend that conceited-looking hook on the wall, so full of brag and bounce. I never knew. Well, I never know whether to take this man seriously or not. I can't even comment anymore. You again, the great detective. Inspector, I confess I've been looking for you. I have something to report to you most urgently. Well, you might try looking for me somewhere other than a hook on the wall next time. What is to report? Speak. An urgent report from a great detective can mean but one thing. Yes. The case of the curious murder that took place last night here on this vessel, the steamship Buria, has been solved. By me, naturally. What? Really? Yes, I have eliminated all other possibilities. No other explanations exist. So, allow me to illuminate all your living minds. For I'm about to reveal my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the craze. What? I hate his alliteration. Huh. You have solved it. Even Hedgehog understands this case. We all knew who was responsible for killing Student Boy this morning, when we found criminal in wardrobe. It is this stowaway, and he has handcuffs to prove it. I didn't do it! The trouble is, there doesn't appear to be anyone else who could have killed the victim. Because as everyone knows, the cabin door was bolted shut from the inside. And there was paper that was sealing the door shut for the wardrobe. How the hell do you think I could have done that? That means the culprit must be someone who was inside the cabin. Yes, it's what's called a locked room mystery in detective stories. Oh, locked room, that is point. Pretty sure it was Herlock who tested out the alarm to see what would happen. The room was locked. Well, I can't deny that. There's no way the bolt could have been drawn across from outside the cabin. You were all quite mistaken. The cabin next door is not a so-called locked room at all. What? Oh yes, there is another entrance. An entrance used last night by the culprit in order to gain access to the cabin despite the bolted door. What other entrance? We never discovered one. Why, it gapes open mouth at you even as we speak. The ventilator, man. The ventilator? Do you think this is funny? I could not even put my arm through that hole. That's because your arms are as thick as tree trunks. You're suggesting that the culprit entered and left their victim's cabin through that tiny opening. It's not possible. It is if it's a snake. Which is why I've been saying this entire fucking time. And last night, the victim even witnessed the intruder in the act of passing through the ventilator. It was the snake. Mr. Sholmes, do you mean? Are you referring to the words Cosimo Summel wrote in his diary? 1:23 AM, I can hear a faint whistling sound. 1:35 AM, what looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. Precisely, my dear madam. But what does it mean? What is this speckled band? The answer to that particular conundrum is in this very cabin. Mr. Holmes, what are you doing? There's a distinct element of danger, but fear not, I am ready. What I am about to expose for you all to see will shock you to the cause. Behold. What the? Fucking called it. Called it. Called it. I'm a better detective than all of you fuckers. Allow me to introduce you all to the band. The speckled band. A snake? Indubitably. Mr. Holmes, just one thing. Right, what troubles you? Well, that snake isn't really speckled, is it? It looks more stripy, wouldn't you say? Yes, you're right. I think in this case you'd have to call it the striped band, wouldn't you? You both see and observe, with distinction. However, do you not think that is precisely the trap into which the culprit wishes you to fall? Oh my goodness, really? It's a trap. How exactly? I think perhaps it is time I explain the intricacies of my train of thought. Are you ready, Miss Pavlova? I'm sorry for the young man who died, but that is all. His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me. There are two conclusions I have drawn from the facts. Number one, last night your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. And number two, that same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life. No. He's turned as white as a bowl of rice again. Jones must be right. He's hit the nail on the head. This young woman's friend killed Mr. Asogi. It looks like he can't speak with that snake coiled around his head. I would advise as little movement as possible, Simo. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck. So, everyone, let us begin. Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. This nonsense again. Okay, that's fine. Miss Pavlova, moments ago you claimed the following. His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing has nothing to do with me. Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain. What are you referring to here? And I had a little trigger thing. And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night? Why, naturally, it was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance. Without doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent we see before us. And yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary. The victim's written observations on the night in question tell of a speckled band, whereas, regrettably, this specimen's markings do not fit that description in any way. What explanation can we then give, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night? No, don't look at me. That has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary even now, hidden behind your back. Yes, that with which you're trying but failing to conceal can only be the snake's slow skin. Evidently, after the subtle and horrible crime, this most deadly friend of yours shed its original skin. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Last night, through the ventilator visible in his cabin, your then speckled friend slithered next door. Using the bell cord on the other side as a bridge, the serpent silently descended into the victim's quarters. In the dim light, it appeared to the young man who was about to lose his life as a speckled band. In summary, the nature of this friend of yours, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a rare breed of snake whose markings change each time it lost its skin. A snake so dreadful we can only imagine it would be found in the deepest depths of India. I was about to say, I know a few of them from that area that do that. Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life, and why? According to the data of which I have been apprised, it would appear there were no visible signs of injury. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom. Now, if we take that as fact, we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime. Oh no, could there be? Yes, an examination of the deceased body will prove the cause of death conclusively. But it didn't, though. The almost, but not quite, imperceptible puncture wounds left by the venomous fangs will seal the truth. Yes, the vestiges of the snakebite delivered by a terrifying friend. This makes no sense. There is no point feigning ignorance, Miss Pavlova. After the incident, you endeavored to hide everything, didn't you? But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you chose. That's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that travelling case. When we first met in this cabin, it came to my attention that your case moved periodically. The serpent assassin was yet restless inside, no doubt. You don't... It is telling that the victim made note of a low whistling sound that he heard minutes before his end. That was your signal, was it not? The sound you had used to train your serpent friend. To train... Indeed. You'd put the serpent through this ventilator and wait. After a period, you'd summon it back with a whistle. You couldn't know if the animal had done its duty, so you would listen for signs of life next door. If the victim appeared not to have been dispatched, you'd release the snake once more. Do you deny the snake has undergone such training? It's not true. Having slithered through the ventilator down the bell cord, the creature needed only to sink its fangs in once, and its venom would course through the victim's veins, ending his existence forever. That is the true nature of the speckled band that took the poor young man's life. There can be no doubt. My logic is infallible. Now, you said quite a few things that were very incorrect there. Because you're going off a hunch this entire time. There was no conclusive evidence of there being any puncture wounds according to the post-mortem report, so pretty sure that's not the case. Miss Pavlova is trained a pet snake as a killing machine. There on the floor, you will observe a saucer of milk. The promise of food is the key to training any creature. Incredible. Incredibly wrong. You solved the mystery. Amazing. The Great Deduction really lives up to its name. I see now why Sherlock Holmes has become such a household name. My dear man, it was nothing remarkable, as the Russians say. I could have done it with one left hand. Could I venture an opinion, Mr. Sholmes? But of course, what's on your mind? It's just about your deductions before. Some things don't quite make sense to me. I welcome questions as to my method, and will answer both loudly and proudly. Oh, well, good. First of all, snakes are egg-laying creatures, part of the reptile family. You are well informed, madam. And reptiles, don't drink milk. Ah. It's really only mammals that like to drink milk, you see. So, I'm not sure it would be possible to train a snake using milk as a reward. No matter. No doubt Miss Pavlova used some other treat to encourage her pet to do her bidding. Milk was merely an example. Logic holds. Well, there is something else. Snakes have no ears. Yes, so I'm not sure it would really be possible to signal a snake by whistling. But madam, what of the tales from Arabia? Have you not heard of the snakes that dance to the sounds of a flute? I think perhaps the performers play their music in time with the snake's natural movements. That's 100% correct. Oh, I see. No hands, no feet, no ears? These creatures are so inept as to be practically useless. Don't take it out on the snakes, Mr. Sholmes. There is one other thing. You have more? Snakes use the scales on their bellies to propel themselves. So, I'm not really sure that a snake could manage to climb up a flat bell cord like the ones in these cabins. Then it should try harder. Please, don't be angry with me, Mr. Sholmes. The point is, even if the snake had gone through the ventilator to the next door cabin, it couldn't have come back without help. What I'm trying to say is that there are a number of reasons why it's difficult to imagine the snake could have had a part in this. I think we need to step in and help again, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, no, you don't mean. Yes, we need to modify Mr. Sholmes' latest deductions and turn them into great ones they ought to be. I had a feeling that was coming. Alright, let's give it a try. Just what I was waiting for. Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, right. So cast your eyes down to your wrists again. What? You've done it again. Your handcuffs are gone. Where did they go? Fear not, I shall see they're restored after our work is done. I really wish you'd leave them off. Now, everyone, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. God. Okay. There's nothing I can do at this point. That's it. Okay. Okay, moving on. Aching heart. You're something smart with pain, what? She does have a pained expression in her face. Yes, that's true. She looks as though Kazuma-sama's death is weighing heavily on her mind. But you're not sure Mr. Sholmes has read her quite correctly, is that it? Let's take a moment and really look very closely at Miss Pavlova. She really does look troubled. Yes, it's hard to believe she's putting that expression on to fool us. But if you look closely, it's almost like she's actually staring at something. At what, do you think? Perhaps something's physically causing her pain. We could have a closer look, or we should have a closer look. Oh, Naruhodo-san, look! That looks like a very painful wound. It looks like a scratch made by some kind of small animal. And fairly recent, too. Well, whatever scratched her doesn't appear to be around here. Wait, there's nothing else with this? That's it? She has such petite ears among that beautiful hair, like little pink shells. Oh, what's that? There's something attached to her ear. Ah, I expect that's what's called an earring. It's a little piece of jewellery. An earring, is it? It really is tiny. Perhaps part of it is missing, maybe it broke off. So now what's left is the clasp part that attaches to the ear. If that's the case, she doesn't appear to have noticed that it's broken. She has that okay yet, and then we see the full earring. Oh, that's an earring. The crescent moon part looks as though it's made from wood. It's charming, isn't it? Women do seem to love adornments like that, and their hair around their necks, on their fingers, and even hanging from their ears, it seems. Well, jewellery is beautiful, Naruhodo-san. Well, you have nothing else to say about it, that's it? Oh, present? Oh, wait, what am I doing? No, not that. God damn it. No, it's not this. It's not this. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I didn't mean to choose that. I'll ignore this. Ignore this. There we go. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, that claw scratch smarts with pain. Indeed, and simple observation reveals that the wound is fresh. Miss Pavlova, did you in fact receive that scratch sometime last night? When I think about it, the young man who died next door, I feel so sad. And when I am sad, the pain from this wound is worse. And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night? Why, naturally it was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? As I suspected, another telltale glance. Without doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent we see before us. It seems likely that the scratch mark on the back of Miss Pavlova's hand was made by this friend of hers, doesn't it? Except, snakes don't have claws, do they? No, they don't. They don't even have hands or feet on which claws might grow. Well then. If that snake isn't her pet, what is? What's the true identity of this friend of hers? We should follow her gaze, Naruhodo-san. That's where we'll find the answer. It's the kitty cat. Wait. It's a frame, that is it. Why? I was pointing at the picture frame because there was a picture and you could see her holding a cat. Why are you selecting that as the thing? That's not what it is, you stupid fool. I was clicking on that for the picture inside the frame. My gods. This is so dumb. Come on, let me get to it. Oh, look at the photograph in this frame. This must be something Miss Pavlova brought with her when she ran away. She's an exceptionally beautiful, isn't she? Yes, that's true, but personally, it's the little black creature she's holding that's caught my eye. Maybe we'd better take a closer look at this. Look at the little cat Miss Pavlova's cuddling here. Oh, what a cute little kitten. It could vie with you, couldn't it, Naruhodo-san, for the blackest outfit? A black kitten. And from the look of this picture, at least, Miss Pavlova seems very attached to it. So you have to actually look at it first, and then present it. God damn it. Without doubt, your friend is the little kitten we see before us. Yes, the scratch on the back of the hand makes that abundantly clear. Oh no! The whereabouts of this black kitten isn't clear, but what is clear is that you brought the animal with you when you ran away, didn't you? Darka is my best friend. I couldn't leave her behind. Darka would appear to be a Russian blue. And yet, that leaves us in a quandary. The victim's written observations on the night in question tell of a speckled band, whereas, regrettably, This specimen's markings do not fit that description in any way. What explanation can we give that, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night? And don't look at me, blah blah blah, has nothing to do with this. Oh, but it does, you have the answer to this quandary, even now, behind your back. Yes, that which you are trying, but failing to conceal, can only be the snake's clawed skin. Do you see that? She just took something out of her pocket and hid it behind her back. If she just left it in her pocket, no one would ever have known. Oh yes, ploys like that are Mr. Sholmes' specialty. He's ever so cleverly forced her to reveal something. I thought deduction was his specialty, or maybe making me believe that was a ploy too. Anyway, I find it hard to believe that the snake of a skin, or that's the snake of a skin. In which case, just what is Miss Pavlova hiding behind her back? Well, it is speckled, and it is a band, but what is it? It seems to be soft and fluffy, like a long piece of cloth of some sort. That looks like the handle at one end. I think it might be a cat's toy. This sort of is common in the West, apparently. How is that a toy for cats? Cats like to chase the band around and paw at it. Kittens in particular love that sort of play. You only need to wave it in front of them, and they pounce to catch it. That sounds positively adorable. Yes, the thing you are trying but failing to conceal is a cat's toy. Precisely, and the true nature of the now infamous speckled band. And it was this toy that you dangled through the ventilator. You waved it around, I presume. Naturally, the victim could not fail to notice it. But why? For what reason? Because the cat went over there. My dear boy, there can only be one answer to that. After her feline friend disappeared through the ventilator into the neighbouring cabin, Miss Pavlova attempted to use the speckled cat's toy to incite the creature to return. Ah. In summary, the nature of this friend of Miss Pavlova's, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a blithesome Russian blue breed of cat by the name of Darka. A truly troublesome feline young Darka is proving to be. She must be caged once found. You will forgive us for borrowing the photograph of your pet, Miss Pavlova. It was after I gave her food last night. That's when it happened. She scratched the back of my hand, and then ran up the bell cord. Before I could do anything, she had disappeared through the ventilator. Darka. She's so naughty. Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim, which I think we will have to save here because it's already a bit late. I'm a bit famished, so I'm gonna get myself some food. At least this part of it wasn't as... I mean, it was pretty painful mentally, just because of having to deal with these idiots. But overall, it wasn't as bad as I initially thought it would be. People are still dense as hell, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. In the meantime, stay safe, love yourself, love each other. See you tomorrow, maybe. Depending on how health goes, but Have a good night. Ta.
Gold, diamonds, money. I need to see Ferrari. A girl's best friend. You make a lot of money. Gold, diamonds, money. I need to see Ferrari. We are a VIP. You're just a wannabe. Gold, diamonds, money. I need to see Ferrari. A girl's